to the 22nd Annual San Francisco International Hip Hop Dance Fest final episode of Respect. We have had so much fun doing this for the past 13 weeks, looking forward to our event, which we had last Saturday. And, you know, pass or fail, 100%. We passed. You know? So I would like to introduce my two co-hosts today for Respect, Gypsy Love.
Hello.
And Brandy Beasley.
What's up?
All right, so Gypsy, I know that we only have you for a little minute, and so I want to get, you know, your take from development director of how it went for you. The whole process. Tell us from scratch.
The whole process. Wow. I keep reflecting on earlier this year when all of us were scrambling. We were all dealing with the emotional impact of the COVID crisis and dealing with the unknowns involved. And there was just so much emotion and anxiety and unknown. So I guess I just keep reflecting on that as I now fast forward to last weekend, and still the beautiful aftermath that, you know, is being felt, this outpouring of love and support. And I'm just remarkably inspired. I can't say that I'm surprised. One of the reasons I'm so proud and honored to be part of this organization is the deep love that is felt in this community. This community is full of so much heart, passion, and loyalty that I knew something would formulate. But it never ceases to amaze me every year how much love, respect, and support we get from our community. So fast forward to Saturday now. Yeah, again, I did not know what to expect at the broadcast studio, how everything was going to unfold. And it was a lovely orchestration of, you know, obviously our tech support and our stage manager. Get a shout out to David and the whole team at Commonwealth Club of California, and the artists that were anointing that stage with such grace and talent. Still brings me to tears when I think about it. And like I said, the community, we have been rocking and rolling on that online auction. The text to donate program is definitely still going strong. And you know, as I can feel from the magic that I feel like I'm seeing in your faces too, I feel like, you know, it's just hard to deny that there is a kiss on this festival. We've talked about this, Micaya. There is something otherworldly about this festival. And you know me, I'm Gypsy Love. So I just gotta say, I feel the love, you know? So yeah, so I guess I'm probably rambling more than I'd like, because I'm still bubbling with the vibration that has flowed through us all weekend and all year, really. Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, you know what? For those of you who do not know Gypsy Love and have only seen her either today or last Saturday, or you've talked to her once or twice, she is always like this. There's not a bone in her body that isn't just so beautiful and kind and loving and genuine. Never. And I've known her for years. This is not fake. She's not putting on a front. Like, this is for real. She's really like this, you guys. I just have to start with that. All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, the love that you talk about that we get, I feel like it becomes from us and radiates like this group of people who love and work, you know, for the SF International Hip Hop Dance Fest, do so in a place of just gratitude and appreciation for this event in a way that it's not just, obviously, it's not just a job in any way. And because of that, I think, you know, like you said, the festival has this kiss on it, and the community is so loving and is so supportive. from when you and I were starting this, just from a development standpoint, we had to recreate this from scratch in the very beginning, did we not?
We certainly did. And you know, what some folks might not know about, you know, the dance art space, or just in general the performance art space, is, you know, we are forecasting our strategy at least a year in advance. And the fact that we are primarily grants funded, we are accountable for that strategy. And so to have to recreate it from scratch, really not having the answers that we needed to do it effectively, or at least what we thought was effectively, there were just so many unknowns. It was a true test of faith. And it was a test of, you know, endurance and resilience, I think. It kind of seemed like, I remember when in March, when we had to reschedule the One Love event, which I would like to just take a quick moment to again express undying gratitude to those who support the One Love event and those who chose to donate the proceeds from their tickets. We're still dealing with customer service at Brown Paper Tickets, so we haven't been given a report to delineate, you know, who has done that, much to my frustration. But I know that everybody who is part of the One Love year after year is enthusiastically supportive of the festival. And I just wanted to get a quick shout out there. Thank you for your patience as we sort of rebounded from the March event, thinking we could reschedule it in July. And it sort of seemed this year that like every time we took a step forward, there were several steps back. And so yeah, I guess, you know, to your point, Micaya, like, you know, we did not know what we were going to do. We had, you know, grants panels wondering what we were going to do. And I do also want to extend gratitude to the grants community for being so flexible and understanding and compassionate to our journey this year.
Yeah. Oh, yes. You know what? Listening to you right now just made me realize something really deep. Check this out. This year has been like a culmination of all the 22 years of the DanceFest before. And what I mean by that is that we never really knew what we were doing. We did everything on faith. We didn't have an example to go by. We had to create everything from scratch, just going by what we felt in our heart. And 2020, I think we resounded that because we've already been there.
Yeah.
Right?
True.
Like, didn't feel that, you know, abnormal to just sit with you and go, okay, let's create something from scratch.
Absolutely. And it's, you know, in many ways, it's terrifying to step into the unknown and kind of feel your way around without really seeing things clearly. And that is something that this organization and our community and our supporters is actually quite adept at. You know, it's hard, man. Like I was so inspired, and I was just like cheering from the couch last night as I watched again with my husband, and as I was watching the Respect outtake from Ukweli's description of the dance art space and the vast differences between dance arts and say acting or, you know, other realms of the creative services. You know, it does sometimes feel like, you know, we're the redheaded stepchild of the art space. I can tell you from procuring insurance for some of our events in the past, the biases that exist and the disappointing biases that exist, especially in a world where hip hop is so prolific in our culture. It is woven into the fabric of the United States. Everywhere. And to me, what I have seen, I mean, I've been to New York and gone to APAP and experienced, you know, what's out there and what's happening in the world of dance. And there are stark differences with regard to how the hip hop dance art space is treated, really. And so the fact that that exists and that we just continue to rise up in the name of love, not in the name of aggression or animosity or competition. We are rising up in the name of love to say, listen, there is no reason that this hip hop dancer does not deserve the accolades, the respect, and the compensation as some of these other artists that are out there dancing in different genres. So I just, Micaya, I mean, you're not going to get rid of me easily. Like, I'm so inspired by this movement that you've created and that this community has propelled. I feel honored to be part of it, and I want it to last forever.
I'm honored to have you. I'm quite attached to the people that have, the universe has provided the festival, and you're one of them. And I'm also realizing that, I'm here to be part of the conduit for this festival as long as it is supposed to be. I don't know when that'll be. And if it's not forever, then I'm okay with that. And if it is forever, then I'll keep doing it after I die. I don't care.
There you go.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to keep teaching. I've already told my students I'm going to continue to teach after dance because I love it. I love my class. So look, I mean, everything that you said is absolute perfection. I want to talk about the show, and I don't know how long you can stay. So just let us know that you got to pop out at any point, because I know you have other stuff you have to do. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's start with the obvious. Okay. Let's start with the elephant in the room. We had technical difficulties.
I'm telling you, it's a live show. It's still a live show. You don't realize it's a live show until you're like, oh wait, that's not working.
Yeah. Oh man, Gypsy, you guys saw me. I was about to blow my brains out. Like, I was so freaked out because we thought we had this great link and everybody was ready, and then all of a sudden they're like, the link doesn't work, and this is right before the show.
Like 30 seconds before.
Right.
And my eyes are like this big and I'm fuming, and they're like, sit down, the show's gonna start. And I'm just like, hi everyone.
Here's your mic.
Right. Yes.
Roll with it. So the first of the problems was that the link that we had originally set up just wasn't working, and we had to make a whole new link, and then we had to send it to all of the ticket holders, and they had to get on board quick.
And they did.
Yeah, we did.
And we did. And then the second technical difficulty happened right after the live broadcast happened. Then the link was no longer viewable. We had encountering lots of problems, one after another. And that went on from Saturday until Sunday night. Like, honestly, my team worked on this tirelessly with a little bit of sleep in between. The one thing I can say is that most of the people that bought tickets sent messages of love and support and understanding. And for that, I appreciate you. It was like, felt so good. They're like, it's okay, it happens. I had one person was like, fix it already. And I'm like, I'm trying, but most everybody was really sweet and understanding. And thanks to David, our stage manager. Ooh, and thank you to Spencer at the Commonwealth. They really made things happen that I don't even know anything about. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the obvious elephant in the room is that yes, we had technical difficulties. What are you gonna do? But the show went on, and we had our little intro, which was just like the Grammys or something, right?
Beautiful, beautiful.
Welcome to the 22nd Annual San Francisco International Hip Hop Dance Fest, broadcasting live from the Commonwealth Club in San Francisco, California. With your hosts, Micaya, Gypsy Love, and Brandy Beasley. Live solo performances by Rama Hall, Intricate, Alexis Arbolado, and iDummy. VIP appearances by RuPaul, Sterling James, Kenichi Abina, Alicia Garza, Uda Stretch, Pop and Pete, and Fazo. A world premiere collaboration featuring Sun Kim, Jardy Santiago, Dwayne Taylor, B-Boy Spaghetti, and Jade Hackett. Plus awards, favorite past performances, and kids montage. All here at the 22nd Annual San Francisco International Hip Hop Dance Fest.
My heartbeat.
You got some feedback too. And I got feedback from my peeps. They were just like 5-star show, blown away. You know, I'm not sure what they were expecting, you know, but they just really, they loved it.
Yeah.
And I have to say, I quite enjoy getting to see the past performances, the relics of the Dance Fest history. And there were, I don't know how you were able to even curate that, because there have been so much magic on that stage. But I thought the way that like Simon also helped to weave it together, and how I guess every sort of like the breadth and depth of the hip hop dance genre was for sure represented in those montages. I was just really enjoying that trip down memory lane. In those moments on stage, those performances, I liken it to like a chicken cacciatore, right? They're always delicious. They're always yummy. That recipe will always please.
Hey,
It never gets old.
that's funny. That's funny.
Warms me from the inside out every time. Ill abilities, forget about it. I've seen it so many times, and I was laughing as I watched with my husband last night. I say, you see all of us with our glassy eyes. At that point, we were just like passing the Kleenex. But it's still so riveting every time.
Yeah.
And quite a treat to get to revisit some of those.
Yes, definitely. I know that when I saw the intro, the very first thing, and it was like, you know, like I said, like the Grammys or something, I had to share it with you both, because I was like, oh my God, you know, we're being introduced like really fancy. And I know that, you know, I didn't know that Simon was going to do something so wonderful. Simon Stewart, you know, like shout out to you. I love you so much, because he loves the SF International Hip Hop Dance Fest. He's another one that is in this for the love, and he's all about honoring the way it feels and the professionalism and the heart behind it. And I think that him doing that really, really high quality intro was a testament to that, you know, like really showing people that we're trying this year. You know what I mean? We are trying. And then, you know, yeah, the first thing that we showed was that high energy montage. And what I did is I just picked like, you know, like 5 of the all-time favorites, even though there's so many, of like fun, high energy. And I told Simon, I said, just use one song and just like mix it up and just get us all a little bit hyped.
Yeah.
I was concerned because I knew some of this footage was old, and you know, but at the same time, our festival is old, and so we have footage on VHS to DVD. We have video, you know, DVD to digital now, and I mean, we have it all. We have stuff that's really, really bad quality, but it's the only thing we have. Shoot.
That's right. It's historic. Historic.
Vintage.
Yeah. Vintage. Oh, that's better. It's vintage. Yes. That's what's I think live in color every time.
Come on.
I see it every time. I'm just like, where's the dance floor? I just have to. And how low they get. I'm like, dang.
Yeah. Right.
Even, I mean, I know that was, I don't know how long ago they came. But even when they came, I was like, I'm not sure if I can be that low for that long. And now I'm like,
I can get that low. I just can't get back up, girl.
No, we never see anything like that. Well, let me say a lot of those kids were literally kids, you know, like 14.
Yes.
So who knows? Yeah. But yeah, they had their own style and they set us on fire. And that was a long time ago in Live in Color. So I had to keep them. I had to put loyalty in there. Mind over matter.
Mind over matter.
Yes, Alan, right? Yeah, I know some of that was older footage, but I had to, you know. Alan has been such a huge part of the festival, whether it was Mind Over Matter or him dancing with other groups, you know. And
or doing red carpet interviews.
Yes, exactly. And his creativity. Who else was in the, it was Versa Style.
Yes. Versa, yes.
Miss Funk.
We adore them. We adore. And then our next little issue with, what do you call, you know, problems that come up when you're doing shows is that we had to book a new soloist. And it was so wonderful that Nasty Ray was able to hop on real quick and perform. He says he's used to it. He can just jump up at a moment's notice and just go perform.
Boom.
Bless his heart. Yeah.
Didn't you also find sort of a communion with the dancers in the sense where there was this vein of unity that was vibrating through us all because we're all sharing this experience of this crisis, and the different dimensions of expression were so powerful and unifying. That's what I really noticed just watching it again last night. I'm going to watch it again today with my daughter. We're all in this together, and Isolation and Humanity. I know we'll probably get, you guys at least will probably get to the world premiere in a little bit, but even the title of that piece and the dimensions of that piece, it made me feel closer to the rest of the world. And Jade, man, I mean, she's so beautiful, and every single one of those dancers were beautiful. There was something about, I don't know, Micaya, if you had on purpose procured her segment at the end, but it was so hopeful. To me, I felt hope by the end. I felt how dance, it grants us this opportunity to access freedom with our bodies in a time where we feel isolated and trapped. So anyway, I just thought I felt a communion with the dancers around the world and a sense of hope at the end.
And also in, you know, at the Commonwealth Club with the soloists and the crew, it was so special to just be there and, you know, watch the soloists watch the show and react to the show and what they're seeing, and to just have them up there on stage, you know, with just this small, really small audience that's really like doing other work too. But it felt, it was very special. It was very special.
I think these, the artists, all of them, the soloists and the world premiere, obviously they chose all their music. So, you know, I really liked Brahma's song and his solo and all of them, but I feel like, wow, you know, you look at those four soloists and you do see this connection of, they weren't light and fluffy. None of them were like, I mean, they had substance and they weren't typical, necessarily like hard hitting hip hop songs. They had, you know, driving beats and hits and everything. But Rama's song was beautiful, and Nasty Ray, people are still talking about him and dancing with that plant.
That plant!
Like,
I kept thinking he was going to hit a leaf or something, and he just maneuvered his way around with such grace.
Yeah. I love his song. So when his song came on, like, I didn't even realize, like, I was like, oh my gosh, I know this song. I used to rock Lena to sleep to that song.
Stop it.
Oh, that's sweet.
That artist is just, I mean, it's so funny. When Lila was younger, there was an album and we would just play it and rock her to all these songs. And for Lena, that artist's album was the one. So I was like, oh my gosh, it was just hitting me, right?
I saw you.
Woo!
I saw your whole body reacted when he played that song at rehearsal.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He brought that plant from home. That's his plant. He took it with him. It's like his pet plant.
I was like, the plant. Oh, wow.
Oh man, should the plant have gotten a credit? I wonder if we should have rolled the.
Right, we should have.
It was a stunt plant.
Right?
Listen, y'all, I do have to sign off, but I want to just again say thank you so much, Micaya, Brandy, Kevin, and to the entire Hip Hop Dance Fest community. It feels like a miracle that our soul circle has united for this cause. And I am open to miracles, and I will continue to flow with this miracle as long as the life force is here for it. Thank you so much, Micaya. Thank you to everyone.
Love you, Gypsy.
Gypsy, we love you so much.
Love you so much. Take care.
Okay. Woo, so speaking of miracles, when you think about all these VIPs that came through for the SF International Hip Hop Dance Fest.
I have to say, I have been feeling special. I felt so special last week. Like that feeling started when you first showed Gypsy and I the intro. I was like, oh, this is what we're doing. Oh, okay. I gotta get it together and, feel this energy. And then just coming into the Commonwealth Club, having those chairs set up for us. I just was like, okay. And and then all of the VIPs, like, sending out stuff, telling people about it. I just was like, y'all need to watch this. This is not like, this is real. There's so much love and energy that's gone into this. There are so many people who love this show, and it was awesome. I loved all the VIPs. I loved them all. I love Fazo.
I love Fazo too, man.
He talks, he's like teaching you. He's like, you need to do this.
Yeah. And when he's saying something beautiful, he's still like serious about it.
And then RuPaul's costume changes. I was like, keep us going. Oh, another one. Yes.
Yeah. 3 makeup changes, 3 costumes, 3 wigs, everything.
Earrings. Yes.
Come on.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do? He kept sending. I was like, go keep him up. How amazing is this? We get 3 outfits. God, that was perfection.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
That was really great. And the awards, Martin, just, really. I liked hearing how he started taking dance class and Saturday dance class. That's where I usually see Martin.
Yeah, he comes to all my classes. He's got a lot of energy, Like he's got stamina.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish I could keep up with him for real. Because I've never seen him tired.
Right.
Yeah. So he's been donating to the SF International Hip Hop Dance Fest for I don't even know how many years. And he loves it. And I love him, for being such a wonderful ally and support to us.
And then Vicky,
I don't know if you guys know this because she's always behind the scenes, but if you've come to the SF International Hip Hop Dance Fest once in your life, you've seen the merchandise booth, the t-shirt booth. She has put that thing up every year for 22 years and sold shirts and folded shirts. Oh my goodness. Bless her heart.
Right. She's just one of those people where you're like, well, where is she? If you show up, you're like, what's going on? Where's Vicky?
Yeah. And you know how I met her is I used to teach her son. I used to teach her son, and she just got so, I think, invigorated by being around all of the dance energy that she just was like, I want to help. And she just continued helping. And, you know, I'm constantly honored that she comes back every year and gives her time and energy because she's busy, you know, doing her thing. She's a nurse, you know that, right? So,
our nurse family.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the Dance Fest just does that. You get, there's so much acceptance, tolerance, encouragement, love. I mean, you know, the VIP parties, you just see people who, you know, are professional dancers who are up on stage dancing with people who, you know, their stage is their kitchen or their living room or whatever. And it's just, it's so beautiful.
Yeah. You talk about like the folks like Vicky and you who have been with the festival this entire time. You know, you've provided all the alcohol for every Dance Fest party for I don't even know how many years. You know, Abby has always been out in the front, you know,
That's
like
right.
Minjay, volunteer coordinator, Kevin. I mean, it blows my mind. David Skillman, all these people that just are like, what you need, let's go. And I call you guys my board, but I do this because it's not typical. You know, we don't have board meetings. You guys just do your thing and get SH done.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's how it is. I mean, it really is. We should just call it it's family.
Yeah.
Family. You show up. This is our yearly family reunion. We might see each other, you know, on Facebook or whatever, dance class, but Dance Fest comes. And then you get people who travel to come here who used to live in the Bay and you see them. It just, yeah, like I said, it's a family reunion. And there's new family members added every year because we have new performers. New audience people, new people have been infected with the love, you know, dance love bug and show up, right? Don't say infected.
Don't say infected. That's a bad word now.
Right? They've been, I don't know what they've been.
I got you. It's okay.
Mesmerized.
We got trigger words now.
I know, right?
Triggers. Okay, I want to talk about the artistic montage, and I chose a Menti movement from the Netherlands, Paradoxal from France, and Prophenomen from France. Yeah. So I just wanted those three dance companies to be featured, and I wanted excerpts of their piece with their original music because their pieces were more.
Yes, you had to have the original music.
Yeah. Ooh, and you know, you love Prophenomen, and I'm telling you, I couldn't tell you what year that was that they came.
Oh, that had to be like 2011, 2000. It had to be 2011. I'm trying to remember with the sweatshirts. I'm like, it was purple that year.
Oh, 2009.
2009.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Because I'm looking at the.
That was the purple year.
So it was 2009. Prophenomen. They really were super unique because they were really creative. They could do a stage show, theater setting. B-boys, they could do other styles. They made their own music, and it was just something no one had seen before. So it was just like kind of blew us all away. I saw them at Breaking Convention.
That's right.
Big ups to Jonesy at in London every year at Breaking Convention, and I was like, I need you all to perform. And yeah, that was something memorable. I mean, you got to talk about 2009. We haven't had them back. We're still talking about that.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I would watch that piece over and over. And I mean, you're just sitting there and your eyes are getting dry because you're not blinking while you're watching them. Yeah.
And it gets more intense. Like it starts off simple and then it starts adding layers. At first I was just like, oh, this is cool. And then you start getting all this layer and texture to it. So by the end, it's got you. Like they got their claws up in you. Paradoxal, come on.
The flow, the suave. I mean, it just, all women up there,
Yeah.
that power, you feel it, right? You're just like, oh, it's my peeps. They're all my peeps, but you have, just like Pro Phenomen's my peeps, you just have these, they just touch different parts of your heart. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, they were, I mean, come on, Paradox Soul came 2 years in, I don't know if it was in a row, but they came 2 years to perform, and every time, young people, old people, everybody, that was their favorite company.
Yeah.
They're technically proficient, they're powerful, they're all female, they have a wide range of diverse styles. And that last time they were here and they gave me their t-shirt and I was wearing it with them and I was like, oh, I want to be part of, I felt like I was an honorary member there.
Right? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And then a mentee, come on, Jill. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. I've met many dancers. I've seen many dancers. He's one of my top favorite dancers that I've ever met in my life.
Wow.
Hands
Wow.
Jill is special. Obviously, just the way he looks.
Mm-hmm.
His fingers are like this long. So when he starts moving them, you're just already mesmerized. He has these long arms, long legs. He's like drawn. He's so beautiful. Yes. He's not real. He's absolute perfection.
Well, and then just the movement and the choreography, and your brain is trying to register what you're seeing and what's going on, because they are taking you to a place that you have not been before, that you did not know existed.
Right. So organic, the way he moves, and it just feels like, so organic. So, I mean, I had to. I couldn't do anything without like commemorating some of my favorite things without him being part of it. I'm very particular. I've had him as a soloist and at several duets. I could watch him dance all day. I really could. Oh man. Okay. So what else?
What came after?
Well, we did. We didn't talk about Kim.
Oh yes, that's right. Well, I love that she got her award from her daughter. That was so awesome, the way that was set up. And then also her being able to be like, we got a new president. I was like, oh, okay.
Yes. Man, I wish that the whole thing was live, just so she could have said that in front of a whole audience and everybody stand up and cheer.
Yes.
So we usually do these awards for One Love. We don't do it for the festival. And for One Love, her daughter Dominique contacted me and said, I'd like to surprise my mom and give her the award. Do you think you could do that? I said, of course, I would love it. So the surprise was ruined because we didn't do the One Love and we had to let her know, but she was still able to present her mom the award. And those of you who missed the episode of Respect with Kim, you need to watch this, but then rewind and watch Kim, because she has so much valuable things to say. And all of our podcasts, all of these podcasts are on sfhiphopdancefest.com, every episode.
Mm-hmm. Yes, because I mean, she talk about Bay Area legend, right? I mean, it's just like, was there hip hop in the Bay Area before Kim? I don't know. But I'm like, I know there was, but like in terms of just the work, the energy that she has put into it, the decades that she has put into it, how she's connected to so many people who have, also become pillars of the Bay Area hip hop dance community. So it just legend.
Big time, for real. Yeah, check out her episode, folks. And then one thing I have to tell everybody, and I think you and Gypsy already don't mind, but during Ill-Abilities, let's talk about Ill-Abilities. I know I just was going to say I went and had to go get tissues for you guys because you were like crying.
For real.
But everybody appreciate Ill-Abilities, watching it again and again. I like having the captions at the bottom so that you can hear, because that's important, what those artists were saying. Oh my goodness. Yes.
Well, it
Yeah.
hits you every time. Even, I mean, I don't know how many times I've seen it, but it still takes you to that place where maybe you are like self-reflecting, you know, and thinking, well, what barriers am I putting on myself? You know, and let me just step back, right? And just take inventory of everything that I have.
Right. And it gets you every time, every time. It's hard to watch without getting, because it's just so human. It is just like Vice.
Girl.
Every time.
Girl.
Every time that Vice goes on, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be about cigarettes or drinking. It could be whatever it is. It's like that same thing. What's holding you back? Sometimes it's yourself.
Right.
You know, like what is it that we can't get there because of our own mentality or our own addictions or whatever it is.
Yeah. I love the part where he's stuck to the table in Vice. And then just the complexity of it, right? Because it's a serious piece, but then when he is stuck to the table and like someone else walks by him and they add that little piece of humor, I love that. I love that. You know, then it's
you know what I'm looking forward to, because you know when we interviewed Quayle, and if you guys haven't seen that one, you need to watch it. He said that they're making an hour-long production out of Vice, right?
That's right.
So not only I want to see that, but maybe I could bring it here. I don't know. What do you think?
Bring it here, or once we can get on a plane and go somewhere, girl, let's go.
We're going everywhere.
I'm telling you, my kid's gonna be like, Mom, can we just stay home?
Yeah, but I mean, it would be cool. It would be kind of different to have an hour-long piece in the DanceFest, you know, different. Anyway, I just thought about that. But
I know, I'm already thinking, I'm like, it could be like a special viewing where you buy separate tickets to that. And it's, you know, I'm like, we could do that. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think between Vice and Ill Abilities, that was a real human, like, reminder of just all of that. And it's deep, but it was done so beautifully. And I know that one of my students, Laura, she has those twins, and they're like, "Why, Mom, why is he stuck to the table? Mom, why? Why are they clapping? Are they happy that he's sad?" I mean, just like really funny, really cute. So the world premiere.
Girl. Oh my, yeah. I'm like, I don't know what to say. I keep having images of Dwayne and his self-solo on that couch. He didn't stand up once, and he didn't need to. I mean, it's just, you know, and then, B-Boy Spaghetti, that song, he's just in that room. And then Jardy, I love me some Jardy. Woo! And we talked about this, how it's so special that you can create that piece and use, you know, the computer imaging to add little kind of things to it. And you did that was done, Simon did that with some of the montages as well, right? Where it just added a little extra, not too much. So with Isolation and Humanity, it was like, wow, this is like a just dance kind of digital, you know, piece, media arts, really, I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it. And I told you, we got to do this again. We can't just do this once. Not online.
Okay.
Girl, not online. But like have a piece, you know, where you're at the show and this is the curated piece and we're going to show it.
It's cool when you put people together that you have this vision that they can create something powerful and you let them do it and then you see what happens and it exceeds your expectations, including that whole intro with the 1 second images of all the things that happened in 2020, the births, the fires, the graduations, obviously all of the racial unrest and, COVID and everything it was so perfect because it was, a culmination of all of that. And each dancer had such individual adaptation, interpretation of how they wanted to express it. And it was also important, you know? And everybody that I've heard from, they all connect like, just, you know, Jardy or Jade or Sun or Dwayne or Naveed. It's funny because like we love the whole thing, but there's one of them that usually one person is just like more connected to. And I think that maybe that's just I'm just going off the top here, like maybe that's where we are right now, and that's the place that we're connecting, or, you know, with that the most right now, you know?
Right. Which, yes, that makes sense. I think it just spoke to everyone. Yeah, I'm still processing. I need to watch that like several more times.
Yeah.
I think that was my second time seeing it when we, because of course I got to see it before, but
it was great. It was great. And okay, so I got another elephant, and then you know, we can wrap this up. And that is, as soon as I introduced the kids montage, and they started playing music and showing the video, the three of us just instantly just jumped up and started dancing because it was fun. And when they said go on the stage, I just thought it would be like an outro thing. I didn't even know if they were videotaping us. I was just like, yay. I did not know that they were videotaping us in front of the screen. And for that, I apologize to all the parents. And that's why I added the link to the kids footage, because I know that, number one, you all send in your kids so that we could see it. I want to see it. I don't want to see me and Gypsy and Brandy's body in front of your kids dancing. It was cute, you know, like an idea, but I apologize for that. And Simon also worked so well on putting it together. So we're going to try to fix that, but I just wanted to mention it, you know, because I know that that was just a spontaneous idea, I guess.
Yeah, like I said, it's the live show, and you know, you make decisions where it's like, oh, this would be cute, and then you're like, oh,
yeah.
But that's that's awesome that you sent out the link as well to the kids montage. You know, that's
yeah. I mean, your children were in there. My grandson was in it. Abby's children, Gypsy's little girl. We all are proud of our kids. It was heartwarming to see little kids just be inspired and dance. And I want to see that clean, and that I have to tell you, you know, on a development standpoint, I went over to visit my kids after the show, and my grandson had a little piece of paper.
Oh, I saw that.
Cute. It said, "You did great," and he just lost his first tooth, and he got $2, and he gave me the $2 and for the DanceFest as a donation. And I'm just like, are you trying to kill me right now, child? Oh man. So we got $2 extra, but I'm not giving it to DanceFest. I'm leaving it up on my refrigerator because it's too cute. I can't take it off. Yeah.
Those are special dollars. Yes.
Very
he earned those. He went through the loose tooth.
Yeah.
He paid for those with his tooth.
For real, big old tooth. And one more shout out to my dad and Mama Cindy, because they have watched every episode of Respect and always give me feedback. And I know I talk about my dad a lot. I have great, you know, parents, and I just feel like, it's amazing that they watch us and every time. So I was like, last one, let me give them a shout out.
Yay!
I love you.
Yes. I know it's so funny, the same feelings, you know, at the end of this DanceFest as all the others. It's like, you know, you're going. It's so exciting. And then you're just like, oh, I'm tired.
Yeah.
Tired. Ready for my DanceFest break.
Yeah. DanceFest break. All right. Well, I am too. I know I have a lot of things to finish up on with the DanceFest, but then usually, you know, we can just kind of not think about it for a few weeks, and then a new year will come, and then we'll start thinking. And a lot of that's unknown. And, you know.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, girl, we gonna be in the palace. We are going to be in the palace. I don't know how many of us, but
again,
we're gonna be in the palace.
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 again.
We're gonna be in the palace.
And so it is done. She has proclaimed it, and so it shall be. And she's a powerful woman. And that's the thing. I love powerful women. 3 women on stage hosting this show. If y'all don't like women handling things, bye. Because here we are.
For real.
Yeah. Women.
Yeah.
Doing it.
Women. Powerful. Yeah. Yes. We had some great woman conversations up there too. So we'll keep that to ourselves.
Yeah, you guys and your women mother talks. Anyways, look, next year we are going to just take it day by day. We really, really don't know, but she has proclaimed it, so it shall be. This has been such an amazing, a wonderful, a phenomenal experience to go through and talk to all of these people, to spend time with you, Brandy. Thank you once again to Kevin for making this possible. We're going to wrap up for 2020 Respect, but maybe 2021 we might bring a couple episodes back for Respect, because this was wonderful.
It was.
And thanks to Jordan as well for putting all this together. Social media. All right, everyone. Thanks again, and hope you have a great holiday season. And until next time, love and respect.
Peace.
Bye.